Pogorelov Tales, Volume 1. A Tale About the Green Fairy. Written by Zhenya Pogorelov. Narrated by Melanie Graham.
Once, there lived two girls, Anya and Dasha. They were just friends, but they were so close that everyone believed they were sisters. They spent all their time together, meeting friends, helping their parents with household work, and even going to school. People often say about such good friends that they are joined at the hip. One day, when spring came to their town, Anya and Dasha, as always, were walking home from school. Suddenly, they met a boy who was looking for his friend's house. He asked the girls for help, and they kindly told him how to find it. "Thank you very much," said the boy, and proposed to walk them home because it was already getting dark. The girls agreed. Their town was very small, so on the way home, Anya and Dasha told the boy how many people lived there and what traditions they held. The boy listened to them with interest and wanted to know more about their small town. He also told a lot of interesting stories about himself. He told them that he traveled a lot and saw many different cities, towns, and the people who lived there. He said that people are all different with their own traditions and customs. After a while, the company got to Anya's house, where the girls had to do their homework that day. The boy said goodbye to them and left. Dasha and Anya were talking about him a lot, and Anya liked that boy very much. Dasha said, "You do not know anything about him. How can you know that he is so good?" But Anya did not stop talking. She was really excited, and she was telling her friend that the boy was very interesting, and she really wants to see him again. The whole evening, Dasha was listening to excited Anya. She was a true friend, so she was patient and supported her friend's excitement. When they finished their homework and talked enough about the events that happened that day, Dasha went home. She lived only 2 houses from Anya. There was a big tree near Dasha's gate, and there was an old bench under that tree. The girls often sat on it and talked about different things. But then Dasha's grandmother stood there. She was waiting for her granddaughter because it was already dark outside. After Dasha came into the yard, she told her grandmother about the boy she met. She said that he traveled a lot and told interesting stories about different cities, towns, and people. Granny listened to her granddaughter carefully, and she said, "I told you not to talk to strangers." "But this boy was very polite and very kind," said the girl. "He walked us home and was very interesting to talk to." Be careful with strangers, especially with those who came from far away. You never know what they have in mind. said her grandmother, and invited her granddaughter to have dinner. There was hot pancakes with Dasha's favorite jam and a big mug of tea on the table. Granny cooked those pancakes herself. She knew lots of recipes. No one in town knew the secrets of those recipes. Granny said that her grandmother taught her all those secrets. But only when the time comes and Dasha is ready will she teach her too. Sometimes their neighbors said that Dasha's grandmother knew the recipes not only for jams and different dishes, but also for all kinds of healing potions. They also said that she knew everything about the different plants and could talk with spirits. But Dasha did not believe it, and she took it as a joke. The next day, the friends, as always, went to school and spent the whole day together. That evening, they visited Dasha's house to drink some tea, and then Anya went home. There were a few lessons at school that day, so it was still daylight, and nobody walked Anya home. When she got to her house, she saw the boy she knew. Anya was glad. They were standing and talking on the street for a long time. Anya even got a little cold. But it was so nice to talk with him that she did not show it. The girl answered all the boy's questions with pleasure. He asked her a lot about her town and the people who lived there. He was especially interested in stories about those people who lived in another part of the town, about those people who lived in big houses. Anya told him that there lived all the elite of the town, the families of the town founders and other very wealthy people. But the boy did not calm down and asked more and more. The town was not big, so Anya knew almost everything about the people there. She liked talking with the boy because he listened to her with interest. They were talking for a long time, and then Anya asked the boy to meet the next day, and he agreed. Then they said goodbye to each other. When the morning came, Anya was already at Dasha's house. She was very excited and told her friend what happened last night. Anya told Dasha that the boy listened to her very carefully, asked her about the big houses and who lived there, and was very interested in their small town. Dasha was a little surprised that the stranger asked so many questions, but did not pay attention to it. Saturday came. The girls did not have any lessons at school. They wanted to go to the town center. There was a big market. People sold lots of sweets there. The friends even had the tradition to go there every Saturday. There were always a lot of people at the market. Some of them sold or bought something. Others just gossiped. But that day, people from the town were talking about only one thing. Somebody burgled the house of a very rich man who lived in the elite part of town. That town was very small and quiet. Such things never happened there before. All the people were surprised and very angry. The girls went home. Anya wanted to walk by the house where the friend of the traveling boy lived. She hoped that they were at home. Anya liked that boy. Dasha agreed, and they went there. But they got sad when they saw that the house was empty. The man from the house next door said that the family that lived there moved to another town 6 months ago. Since then, nobody lived there. The girls were surprised, but decided to go home. They went to their street and then said goodbye to each other. Dasha told her grandmother about this strange situation, and Granny told her again not to talk to people who she does not know. Dasha agreed with her. She said, "I do not like this boy, but I am worried that Anya likes him too much. I think we cannot trust this stranger. How can we test him?" "There is one way," said Grandmother. "You have to go to the field and pick some wormwood. Bring it to me, and I will make a special potion. It will help to find out the truth." Dasha did so. She picked some wormwood and brought it to Granny. Grandmother went to make a potion. Before she left, she said to Dasha, "Tell Anya tomorrow you will go to the old hut in the forest, but do not tell her anything about the potion." "Fine," said Dasha, and went out. She came to Anya, and then they went for a walk. Suddenly, Dasha said that she does not trust their new friend. But Anya felt hurt, and she said, "You are just jealous that he talks to me more." "What a silly thing," said Dasha. "I am just worried about you." "Do not be worried. He is very polite and very interesting. He is a good boy," said Anya. "But we do not even know who he came to visit and where he lives. We do not know anything about him." "We will see him and ask." Anya stopped the talk. They were walking for a while and did not say a word to each other. But suddenly they saw the boy. They almost argued because of him. The boy came up to them. He was polite, as always, but a bit tired. For a second, Dasha thought that she was not right about him. But she could not keep silent, so she asked where he lived. "I came to visit my friend," answered the boy. He was calm. "Today, we went to visit you, but nobody lives in that house," said Dasha. At that moment, the boy got nervous. Maybe you just did not understand me. Or maybe I told you the wrong address. I do not know your town very well. I could have made a mistake, said the boy. He was scared. But Anya interrupted them. That is enough. You better tell us about the cities and towns you visited. I like to listen to your stories so much. The boy calmed down and started his usual story about other cities and towns. They were very interesting, and he could tell them well. The girls and the boy spent a lot of time together that day. But then it started to get dark. It was time for the girls to go. The boy proposed to walk them home. When they were near Dasha's house, she proposed the friends go to the old hut in the forest the next day. I have to leave tomorrow, said the boy. I think I cannot go with you. Please, come on. You can leave a bit later. I really want to spend more time with you, said Anya. After that, the boy agreed. They decided to meet at the forest meadow the next morning. And the girls went home. The next morning, Granny gave Dasha a little bottle of green potion. She said, when you come into the hut, spill the potion in the corners. After a while, the green fairy will come. You will not see her, but she will make everyone tell the truth. So everybody will know your secrets if you have them. Think carefully before you use this potion. The girl listened to her grandmother and went to the place where the friends decided to meet. When Dasha met Anya and the boy, they went to the forest. They found the old hut very quickly. Dasha did everything that her granny told her. The friends started to talk about different things, but suddenly the windows of the old hut opened and they stood still. The girls and the boy felt that something strange happened to them, and they wanted to tell each other their innermost secrets, to tell the whole truth. Dasha started first. Anya, I am really worried about you. I do not like this boy at all, she said to her friend. But I like him very much, said Anya. Let us not argue about it. But it worries me, said Dasha. Suddenly, the boy started to talk. I know so many interesting things about different cities and countries because I have traveled a lot. You already told us about it, said Anya. But I did not tell you the most important thing. The boy continued, I did not just visit cities and towns. I burgled the people and their houses in those cities and towns. He said that he also burgled the house of the founder of the town where the girls lived. The people were talking about it a lot. Anya and Dasha got sad. They looked at each other. After that, the girls and the boy suddenly fell asleep. Dasha's grandmother and some people from the town were already near the hut when it happened. They heard everything. They came inside. Then, Granny took the girls home, but the people stayed with the boy. He would be punished for the things that he did. The girls were very tired. They said goodbye to each other near their street and went home. The next morning, Anya came to Dasha to say sorry to her. "Sorry that I did not believe you," the girl said. "I should have believed you because we are friends. But I thought that he was so nice." "All is well that ends well," said Dasha. They hugged and then had tea and pancakes. The girls understood that true friendship is very important. And it is very nice when somebody cares about you. They also learned that for everyone who does bad things, there is a punishment. And the boy would be punished too. Dasha told Anya about the potion that her grandmother made. The girl said that she really wants to learn everything from her granny. Since then, the friendship of Anya and Dasha was closer than ever before, and they never did any bad things.
This is the end of our story. Thank you for listening.